हेलो फ्रेंड्स, वेलकम बैक टू अवर यूट्यूब चैनल आर्केड कोड मास्टर। तो आज के इस वीडियो में मैं आपको पॉपुली डॉट एआई के एप्लीकेशन के बारे में बताने वाला हूँ, जिसमें अभी न्यू प्रोजेक्ट लॉन्च हुआ है, पैन 3 प्रोजेक्ट। ओके, मैंने पहले भी इसके ऊपर वीडियो बनाई थी और डिटेल में वीडियो बनाई थी। आप इसमें अप्लाई कैसे कर सकते हैं और पैसे कैसे कमा सकते हैं। ठीक है, तो अभी मैं इतना डिटेल में नहीं बताता। आप रजिस्ट्रेशन कैसे कर सकते हैं, मैंने ऑलरेडी वीडियो बनाई है, आप वो चेक कर सकते हैं। ठीक है, अभी आपको लॉग इन करना है इस एप्लीकेशन में और सबसे पहले आपको आना है अवेलेबल गिग्स के ऊपर। वहां पे आपको एक ऐसा डिस्क्रिप्शन शो होगा, गिग्स टाइटल पैन 3 प्रोजेक्ट। ओके, तो इसमें प्रोजेक्ट का ऑब्जेक्टिव देखते हैं। दिस इज द थर्ड फेज ऑफ द पैन प्रोजेक्ट। द ऑब्जेक्टिव ऑफ दिस प्रोजेक्ट इज टू कलेक्ट पिक्चर्स ऑफ कुकिंग रेसिपीज। ठीक है, इसका मतलब है कि आप जो भी इंग्रेडिएंट बनाते हैं, मतलब जो भी रेसिपी बनाते हैं, उसका जो भी इंग्रेडिएंट लगते हैं, वो उसके जो पिक्चर आपको कलेक्ट करने हैं, उसके पिक्चर आपको कैप्चर करने हैं और उसके बाद में इस वेबसाइट पे आके एक डॉक्यूमेंट फॉर्म में पेस्ट करने हैं। और अगर इन्होंने उस रेसिपी को अप्रूवल दे दिया तो लगभग आपको $6 इसका जो पेमेंट है वो आपको मिलेगा। और मैंने ऑलरेडी इससे अर्निंग की है, तो मुझे ये पता है कि ये पेमेंट प्रोवाइड करते हैं, वो भी डायरेक्ट आपके बैंक में। ठीक है, तो आपको पेमेंट की कोई टेंशन लेने की जरूरत नहीं है। अगर आपका रेसिपी अगर उन्होंने अप्रूवल दे दिया तो आपके पेमेंट आपको मिलेगा ही मिलेगा। ठीक है, और उसके बाद में आप कितने भी रेसिपी इसमें अपलोड कर सकते हैं, उसकी कोई लिमिट नहीं है। और अभी उन्होंने पूरा डिटेल में उनका जो ये जो प्रोजेक्ट है उसकी वीडियो उन्होंने अभी वर्कशॉप लिया था और उन्होंने सब बताया कि आप कैसा अपलोड कर सकते हैं, क्या कर सकते हैं। मैं इसके बाद में हो इसमें अटैच कर दूंगा, आप देख लेना। ठीक है।
Recently we have noticed that, or in the past webinar, there were many questions regarding the ingredients, how you put the ingredients, or in which kind of bowl, or does that matter or not? So first thing, yes, whenever you are putting, do not put any ingredient directly on the weighing scale. We found dishes where there were like chilies, maybe dried chilies or bay leaves, this kind of ingredients which you put directly on the weighing scale. That is not the protocol. This is a process and a protocol, and we have to follow that. That's why we need to put a bowl or whatever, any kind of utensil that you want to place, put the make the, because that ingredient, what sorry, that bowl or plate, whatever you are putting, that will have its own weight, right? When you are putting the ingredient, make it to bring it to zero and then you add the ingredient. So we don't have the weight of the bowl, whatever we are using to take click the photo of the ingredient. Basically, for ingredient, you can use any kind of or different kind of bowls, but it doesn't matter because any which ways you will make it zero, and we just want the weight of the ingredient. If that makes sense, I just want to start my video on, and I'll show you different bowl. I don't know if that makes sense. uh, I hope video is on. So like you can put ingredient in this kind of bowl, maybe one ingredient in this bowl, okay? The next ingredient maybe you put in this bowl, right? And the third ingredient in this bowl. That doesn't matter because any which ways you will mark it zero and then you will add the ingredients, right? So this is one thing I just wanted to bring to notice to everyone, that whenever you are putting any ingredient, mark it to zero and in grams. Check that the weight is in grams and then only you click the photo. Check the image also after clicking it. Hope that makes sense and that's clear.
Thank you for sharing, Tanya. Also, we will also see if there are any questions from the members in terms of ingredients per se. Just check the chats.
I don't think so. Nothing as of now.
Hmm. I mean, so far we don't have any questions per se. I think, but eventually we will come down to the where we have images of the rejected, where they were QC rejected and things like that. I think there was a question. Can we use single bowl for all ingredients? There's a question from
Yeah,
a member.
absolutely. You can use single bowl for all ingredients. You can use different bowl also for all ingredients. It doesn't matter because
Mm,
we will bring it to zero. So you can use different
mm,
sizes of bowls as per your ingredient. Maybe you are using cauliflower and you cut into big pieces. So you will need a bigger bowl or bigger vessel to keep the cauliflower. You can also use baskets. That's okay, there are baskets where you can just hold the cauliflower, but any which ways you will mark it to zero, and then you will, maybe you put the basket on top of the weighing scale, bring the tart to zero, and then put the cauliflower from top, for example. Then you will get exactly the weight of the ingredient, which is the cauliflower. That is how you are supposed to put all the ingredients and then click the photo.
Thank you, Tanya. We have another question from a member saying that we are using unpeeled garlic in the recipe. So we captured the unpeeled garlic, but it got rejected saying the image is not per as per guidelines. So in that case,
Yeah.
what does the member need to do?
Yeah. So if you remember, or you can check in the ingredient part also, we have mentioned it's not just unpeeled garlic. Whenever you are cooking any dish, you are not, even if it is unpeeled, after that, you are not, either you mash it or you grate it and then you use the garlic, right? You don't use the unpeeled whole garlic. So you need to mention or put the image of that in, because garlic is also an ingredient, just like onion. If you will unpeel the onion and give the photo, that is again your ingredient will get rejected, because that is not how you are cooking. If you're using onion, use it, cut it, and show the image the way you will use it in the cooking form. For example, you will use sliced onion, then show in the ingredient sliced onion. The image should be sliced onion. If you are using grated onion, the image should be grated onion. I hope that makes sense.
But I think this is a slightly different thing. I think, Tanya, it's also like in addition to that, I think what I'm assuming is that I think the even in the dish itself, I think it involves an unpeeled garlic.